episode 23 of Juju Infusion. In this episode, a book review of sleep tips and journal Juju giveaway. Almost every client that I've coached, I've worked with on sleep. Now, I'm no sleep expert, but I have helped my clients get more sleep more easily. I'm going to show you 2 yoga poses that you can use these if you find you have insomnia in the middle of the night. You can also use these 2 poses to relax before sleep. You don't need to know any yoga or be in any certain condition, physical condition, to do these. They're very easy. Anybody can do them. Sit next to the wall with your hips snuggled up against the baseboard, and then roll onto your back with your legs straight up the wall. You can also put your legs into a V position, which is relaxing, or feet against the wall, knees resting on your hands, or cobbler's pose, feet pressed together. Stay here for a while, at least 15 minutes, to really get the restorative benefits of this posture. Block under the sacrum is great for insomnia. On your back, either in bed or on the floor, take your block or book and put it under your sacrum. You can see where I've got it. Rest on it. I've got my feet planted on the ground, or you can lie your legs down straight if that feels comfortable to you. Lie here for a while just resting. You may also want to try the 2 balls in a sock, if you'll recall that from another episode, under the sacrum. That can feel just as good, if not better, than the block. Again, try your legs straight out or feet flat on the ground, depending on what feels good to your back. This should feel totally restful, and this relaxes the nervous system. Let me give you a few other sleep tips. I've been using Calms Forte. This is a homeopathic remedy that helps me go to sleep. I've been using it in the past week or so, and it's worked really well. Some people try melatonin. I recommend for my clients to develop a sleep ritual, and that can look any number of ways, but you want some kind of container for the end of the day to let your body know that it's time to rest, to let your mind know that it's time to be still and calm. A couple of things that my clients have found useful: turning the computer off, stepping away from the computer or the television at least a half an hour, preferably an hour before bedtime. Doing gentle yoga poses, calming exercises for the body, anything to start resting the body. Writing down any things you need to do for the next day so you get it out of your head and onto paper. When you go to bed, you don't need to think about things you need to do. I like to read before bed. I never ever read nonfiction before bed. Always only fiction. I find fiction takes me out of my world into another world. If I'm reading nonfiction, business how-to or self-help or anything like that, it stimulates my mind, it stimulates my thinking, and it gets me going and it gives me ideas. You don't want that. No nonfiction before bed. A nice chamomile tea before bed is good. If you do wake up in the middle of the night, do not go to the computer. Do not start stimulating your brain with the computer. Stay in bed or in a quiet place. Read a book, read some fiction. Try the yoga poses I've recommended here. Do not get back in work mode and stimulate your mind. Maybe that works for you to go back to sleep, but for me it just keeps me awake. So those are just a few sleep tips. But what are your sleep tips? What do you use to help go to sleep? Leave them in a comment below to share with others. All of these recommendations are great for jet lag as well. Today's book review is The Invisible Bridge by Julie Oringer. This is a novel. I'm only halfway through, and this is the kind of book that you don't want to finish. It's set in Paris, 1937, and that's why I'm reading it, because my novel is set in the same place and time, and I wanted to see how Julie had written about this time period. Julie has done an incredible job. Her writing is beautiful. The story is compelling. I don't want to finish. I highly recommend it for anybody looking for beautiful, evocative writing, a compelling story, sweet character. I love this book so much I'm even recommending it before I finish. If you know of some great novels that you'd like to recommend, please leave a comment below because I'm always looking for great books to read. This week's winner of the Journal Juju giveaway is Susan Crane. Susan, I chose your name at random from the comments on the original Impulse blog. Please send me an email with your postal address so I can send the journal to you. This week's journal giveaway is this Georgia O'Keeffe notebook. This was the first notebook I tried to give away, but the winner did not contact me with her address, so I need your address to be able to send the notebook. The quotation from Georgia O'Keeffe on the cover here says, "Making your unknown known is the important thing." Think about that. Please do leave a comment on the original Impulse blog to be entered in the drawing for the Journal Juju. Submit your comment by Wednesday because that's when I do the filming. Thanks for watching.